let's go through the process real quick. We're going to put a new throwout thrust washer for the front of the cam. It has 2 holes drilled and squirts oil and slings it on the chain. So this orifice hole that squirts like a squirt gun on the chain is not needed. Plugging that and also putting this oil restrictor back in, this one and this one, which are custom made tapped ones already and have been in here for when I race. We'll keep it, see it's 70 pounds oil pressure, but that will keep even more pressure by restricting those down on the crank as well as here. So you'll have more of that 70 pounds on the lower rather than the lifter galley, because she was getting a little bit too much oil up top. I didn't like that. So I'm going to put those back in while I got it apart. This head stud and that head stud and one on the other side were seeping a little bit from the gasket to them. And the studs were rusted. When I pulled the heads off, I could tell, but I had no idea until I busted the rocker arm stud that was going on. So it was due for head gaskets and new rocker arm studs that are bigger. Okay, there's no ridge ream whatsoever. Little blackness around the top edge of the cylinder. We're going to go once in, once out, and put that light of a hone on it, because you can still see the hone and feel it really well. No ridge ream. But these are oiled, so that's why they're shiny. They're not glazed. They actually dull right up and stay honed when you take the oil out, but I didn't want nothing rusting while I'm waiting. Everything's good on the block. We'll get it back together with fresh Molly race rings into it, as well as rod and crank bearings that are race again. These are 5/16 rather than pinky size that are 7/16. We'll have those drilled and tapped, new valve seals put onto it. We'll polish all the valves and the ports out so then that way are fresh and a new coat of paint. Crank here, perfect condition. No bearings are scored or spun or scratched up. So we're good on the mains and the rods. These are good Eagle rods. So we're good to go on all the pistons and everything. And these pistons are actually sealed power, and they're a high performance piston for this thing for a nitrous application. Okay, so we got everything covered, and obviously the block's all chipped up and everything over the years, so I wanted to get a fresh coat on that. That's where we're at with those Movil 455 engine. And like I say, we had no spun mains, no spun rods. We didn't have any rings goofed up. We didn't have no lifters goofed up, nothing. But I want a fresh motor. I beat on this one 7.5 years, and I wanted to make sure it had a fresh hole lower and all new gaskets with the heads being freshened up and new